Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be drawing some tulips with you guys. You guys grab whatever art supplies you have at hand and try to follow along with me. Um, I just posted a video a couple hours ago and I was not happy with the way that turned out. So I decided that I'm going to do another drawing live with you guys. And so today I'm going to be using my Neocolor 2s. If you guys aren't familiar with these, they're by Karen Dosh, and they're just water soluble color wax pastels. So here I have some cold press watercolor paper by Fabriano. It's this one here, in case anybody's interested. It's called their Studio Watercolor. So I know that I want to draw tulips. I did look at on Pinterest. I just searched tulips and I just went through a bunch of pictures to see anything that like catches my eye that I can use as a reference picture. And I was really drawn to this one. So that's kind of where I'm going to be trying to reference the shapes of my flowers and petals from. So what I like about these wax crayons is that you can get like a lot of different textures with these. I'm going to start off with, I'm not really sure what color I'm going to use, like the overall piece, but I know I want to have some pinks in it. So I'm going to start with this rose color. Can you turn the light on, baby? And I'm just going to start lightly sketching in, thank you, my flowers with the crayons. I'm just going to go straight in with the crayons. Typically, if I'm like watercoloring, I'll use my Cool Erase color pencils, but with these I like to go straight in with them because they are water soluble, so we can get rid of some of those lines. So I'm just gonna kind of block in some of these petals. Hopefully my kids will cooperate with me. This is really early for me to be going live. So I'm just trying to map out my composition and figure out how I want. I'm gonna go in with this color here is dark green. And I'm gonna draw my stem in with this color. Now I want to have another one here. I'm just gonna go ahead and block that in. So this petal's kind of twisted. And let's see. I want to have another one here. I'm just gonna draw over this one. Make this petal a little wider. I just wanted to show you guys like my process. I want to have a couple of leaves. And then I want to do one more, I think. Yeah. Actually, I might have two more. And some of the leaves will come out, petals will come out this way. And then we'll have the stem come here. And actually some leaves. I think I want to do one more here. I have to put another one here because I drew this and this will have to go to something. Alright, that's fine for now. We'll add in some more later. So now I'm going to decide what kind of colors I want going on. I kind of want to have like a peachy tone. So I'm going to kind of mix this orange color with some of this purple. Let's see what kind of color that gives me. Even though to me this seems more like a hot pink more than a purple. But I want to kind of like draw in some of the like folds in the tulips with this. So I'm just gonna kind of sketch them in. And then I'm gonna go on top with that orange color. Let's see how that color turns. So we'll experiment with this one. And I'll actually add in some of this pink too. Let's see how that comes out. So I'm gonna grab a brush with some water. And I'm just going to rub over that. I really like that color. Now, if you don't want, my son's going nuts. Sorry, guys. If you don't want any of those lines or the texture to show, I would suggest you keep rubbing on it. But I like the way that looks, so I'm going to leave some of that. Like in here, I'm zooming. Can you go get your brother? Like you can see, it's kind of catching some of the texture of the paper. I want to leave that. I like how that looks. I want to add, I want some more of this pink. So I'm actually just going to color a little bit of it. So I want that more pink, but for now, I'm just gonna let all this dry. So we're gonna build on that. But for now, I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna go into the other areas that we haven't worked on yet. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that same process throughout these flowers. Come on, sit down, baby. And I want to add some of these pinks. Some of this pink. So just keep in mind, if you don't want to drag all this up, clean your brush before you go over it. My brother's calling you. And And you guys can pull some of this up and drag it to other areas. See what your brother wants. Alright, now I'm going to this one. Now this orange is really strong, so I want to keep that in mind as I'm playing with these colors. I don't want to put too much. So really, I'm just laying a base. Look at how pretty that's coming out, guys. I'm just really laying a base of where I want, like, my colors and shadows and stuff. I want to block all that in now, and then I could build from this. So here's going to be a really deep shadow. So I'm going to kind of go just a little bit heavy with these crayons. Or pastels. Not too much orange. Let me know if you guys want to see a review on these pastels. I really love them. I don't use them very often. I should use them more than what I do. They're really pricey, but I think they're really worth the price. And a little goes a long, long way. So these will last me like years. Alright, that's cool. These are all looking about the same. But as I said before, like, I'm just laying down my base. And I'm going to build up from there. Okay, now here. Hey, Graph One. So I'm gonna go very light with that orange because it's so pigmented. But I like the hint that it gives. And then I'm gonna go really light with the pink also. This rose color. So I'm gonna clean my brush out because I don't want to drag this all the way. I don't want it to be too pink. And if that's too dark, you guys can always, while it's wet, lift some of that up with your paper towel. So I'm gonna clean my brush really well, and I'm just gonna kind of blend in some of these lighter. So once again, if you don't like the look of this texture here, let me zoom in. If you don't like that look, you guys can always keep rubbing it out, but I like the way that looks. So I'm gonna leave that. So as we're doing these are gonna be drying. They're dry. I'm painting badly with the brush. I think if you keep, you gotta practice. This right here, what I'm doing is so simple. I think that even if you're not good with a brush, you'll be able to do this with like a water brush or even just a regular brush. All I'm doing is gonna be moving the pigment around with the brush. So all I'm doing is wetting my brush with water, and I'm just rubbing this pigment around. See, that orange is really strong, really vibrant. Cleaning out the brush again. And all I'm doing is just moving this pigment around. Alright. I'm gonna gonna go back to this first one. And I know I definitely need to punch up the color in this. I'm gonna introduce another color. I wanna add some of this. What color is this? Lilac is the name of this color. I wanna really add that in to some of these shadows. So the darkest parts in the flower, I want to add some of this. No, I'm sorry, I don't speak Russian. And to like, so it's not so harsh, I'm going to add some of this. It says purple, but it seems more like a pink color to me. I'm going to just layer that right on top. And I want to add some more. I want to darken this some more right here. And I want to add some more of this pink, this rose color. Let's see how that looks. So I'm going to clean my brush off. Alright, I'm going to let that dry. I'm just going to continue to add some of these darker shadows. And I really want to add some of this green in there. Let's see how that looks. Even though it's a really dark green, but I'm going to try it. Okay, good luck. Otherwise, I do not understand English well. I'm sorry. Hi, girl. See, you're doing some tulips. Hey, Miss Gata, right? How are you, Mama? I'm sorry, sweetie. I don't know how to speak Russian. So that green makes a really nice color mixed with that lilac color. Guys, these are so pigmented. I like that. I like how deep that is, so I'm definitely going to add that in this one. But for now, I'm going to let that dry really good. I didn't wet down here, so I can work in here a little bit more. I think I'm just going to add a little bit more of this pink. And I actually want to add some like little folds in the petal here. I've been like obsessed with tulips lately. Not tulips, I mean flowers, just flowers in general. So I really like how that green mixed with that. But since I already went in there, I'm going to go ahead and move to another spot. I'm going to add some here. I don't want to add too much, but enough. I'm going to mix that with this lilac. And I'm just going to dilute that with my water. Wow. I really like that combination. It might seem really dark, but I like it. I want to kind of pick some of that up and move it around to where I need it. Yeah, I like that contrast. So guys, don't be afraid to mix your colors and play around. I'm gonna lift some of that and kind of bring it around to other areas. Okay. I'm gonna jump over here. Just gonna add a touch of this green. Very little. Some of this purple. Nice. So I love the way this contrast right here. So I definitely want to add some more of that around. But I don't want to go too crazy with it. Okay, my son's going nuts. Hopefully he'll let me finish my piece. I love this right here. I don't want to disturb that too much. So I'm going to leave that. I love that pop of orange. So I don't want to leave a harsh line here. So I don't want to let that dry. I want to blend it out while it's still wet. You can kind of lift that and move that pigment around. That's really dark, so I want to make sure that I clean my brush really well. I'm going to kind of pick that up because that's too dark. Darker than I anticipated. Okay. So these two should be dry. I'm going to go in with a little of this green here. There's just a slight bit there. I'm going to lift some of this color and bring it over here. And I want to do the same here. here. There's like barely any in this leaf petal. So I'm just gonna lightly, and that's even, oh my goodness. I like that shadow that it gives. Why are you letting him scream like that? Go give him his cup, please. Okay. So while that's drying, I'm gonna go ahead and play with the petals. I'm going kind of heavy with this dark green color that we've been playing with. And I want to add some of this purple in its darkest spots. Let's see how that looks. Look at how pretty that green is, guys. So beautiful. Look at how pigmented this can get. Elijah. Wait 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My son was spitting milk everywhere. So I want to add a brighter green. For these leaves. So I think I'll start with a little of this dark green. And then I want to add some of this brighter green. Just a little. And I actually want to add some of this yellow, this golden yellow. What is, yeah, golden yellow. Let's see how that looks. I really like that. So now that I'm looking at this, I want to add some more leaves. I can't remember what green I used. I think this one. I want to have this one kind of come like that. So guys, I'm just really just scribbling down that color. And moving that around. I'm trying to think what color I want to do in the background as I'm working. Definitely want to punch up the value in some of these, but for now I just want to get a nice base color. But do you guys see how that yellow just makes it pop? I could have even added some of that orange to it, which I think that I will once these dry. I'm gonna add a little yellow to some of these. Not too much, just a little. Let's see how that looks. You guys can lift that and carry it around to other spots. All right. I have this really dark color, Prussian blue. I want to add it to like my darkest spots of these stems. So let me just refer back to my reference. So I just really want to darken up those stems. And I think I want to add a little pop of yellow too. And let's mix those. And I want to deepen up a lot of these leaves because some of them seem too bright to me. Some of these are like way too bright still, but I'm gonna allow that to dry first. I'm not sure what color I want to do for the background. Kind of want to add like some pink and like a light blue. Kind of want to do a mixture of colors. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going very lightly with this color here is light blue. And I'm going to go in with that rose color. Let's see how that looks. So I'm going to really rub out those markings. So it's very pale, which I like. Just really rubbing out those markings. So I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna go in with another layer. I want to add some more of that Prussian blue to some of these leaves. Just kind of lifting that pigment and bringing it into some parts. So my sky is pretty dry now. I want to go ahead and add some more of those two colors. And more of that pink, that rose color. Should use some better tape to tape this down. I'm tempted to like go in this while it's wet. Let's do that. I want to punch up this pink in the sky. Okay. I think I'm happy with that. I'm gonna bless this with my dryer real quick, guys. And I actually want to punch up the value on this one. It's bothering me. So I'm going to go in with some of that dark green and that purple. Okay. Guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I really love some of these like markings, like crayon markings. I'm tempted to add some more scribbles in there and not dilute it. I just love the feel that it gives it. I want to dilute some of it, but I did go a little heavy with it. But I love the way that that looks. This guy is really bothering me. I gotta let it dry really good though. I didn't let it dry before I added more. My paper is starting to come up. I'm overworking it. So I will let this dry completely before you guys go over it with another layer, if you choose to do that. Alexis. My kids are going crazy right now. This is why I don't go live this early. This washi tape actually gives you some really nice lines. Alexis. Look how cute, guys. So all that's left to do is to sign it. I'm going to sign it with a white pen. And there is a little bit of buckling, but it's some I could just blast it with my blow dryer on the back side and I'll actually like set this under some heavy books. But guys, that's it for this live tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope it inspires some of you guys to use some of your supplies and create something. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope that you enjoyed. Bye.